Hi there, I'm the CCG Collector, and we're going to be opening another Middle-earth CCG Challenge Deck today. Now this one is Challenge Deck C, Dwarven Quest, and it features Palando as the leading wizard. Let's just see what's inside. Now the last time I opened one of these challenge decks, I kind of gave an overview of how it works and all that. Not really going to do that this time, just going to cut to the chase, open these guys up if I can, and we'll see what's inside, and that'll be that. Come on. Now, of course, the appeal of booster openings, for the most part, is that you don't know what's inside. I mean, here, strictly speaking, it's a fixed card list, but I'm guessing not too many of you, and certainly not me, have opened these challenge decks, so it's still kind of a mystery to us. It's still kind of exciting, right? So we got Palando, of course. The dwarves you might expect from a challenge deck subtitled, or not even subtitled, titled Dwarven Quest. So is this your starting company? Let's see, 8, 16, 20. Yeah, wow. So you got 20 points of characters in your starting company, all dwarves. You got Balin, Celeborn, Fili, Gildor, Boromir. Alright. A lot of horde stuff, it looks like. Ooh, Gollum. Armor, dwarves, magical harp. Yeah, I like the feel of this deck. Wormsbane. I don't know what the strategy of this one is. We'll find out in the rule booklet in the back of this one, but oh gosh, 4 concealments, 3 concealments, 3. Fellowship with the proper expanded artwork. Great Road. Hundreds of butterflies. Marvels Told. At home. Yeah, this is cool. Dwarves are upon you. Lucky Search. So this is something I commented on the last booster opening, last challenge deck opening, that if you're not too concerned about limited and unlimited versions of the cards, it's a good way to get rare cards that otherwise might cost you quite a bit. This one is Lucky Search. There's far too much text for me to bother to read it all at once, but it's a decent card and it's a rare, so we got that in here for free. Yeah, the price of that. MECCG, that's a promotional card. You see the little crown there? So there are 2 of those. And where is the opening? Here we go. It is nice that they have a little plastic strip around the middle so you can easily open these. And we got our hazards. Watchers in the water, as you might expect. Cave worms. River. Is Wake of War? No, okay. Twilight. Despair of the Heart. Seized by Terror. So that's interesting. There's not a lot of hazards. Well, I mean, there have to be. There have to be a certain amount of hazards. But what do we got? We got spiders. We've got a lot of spiders. Giant and lesser. Crickets. Wargs. I think the MECCG are the crickets. Watcher in the water, cave worm. So not a lot of variety in these creatures. And actually, I'm sorry I keep going back to these, but I want to see for myself, because in the Middle-earth CCG, hazards and creatures can only be played to certain locations. So I'm trying to see if there's a good variety of them here. You got wilderness for the giant spiders, lesser spiders, which are more in ruins and things of that sort. MECCG can go to a lot of regions. Okay. Watcher in the water, that's nice. It can be either wilderness or coast, so just in case you're going on the edge of the map, you got that. Cave worm, interestingly enough, can only be keyed to specific places, rather than generic, this is a forest, this is a coastline. It's saying you can play him to High Pass, or Grey Mountain Narrows, or any of those. River, Wake of War. Okay, and now we've got our locations. Martians, Goblin Gate, Grey Havens, Iron Hill Dwarfhold, of course. Lonely Mountain, Rivendell, Shrelkane, Welling Hall. And our sideboard, Blue Mountain Dwarves, Gates of Morning, Marvels Told, Not at Home, The Old Thrush, Saruman, in case you would prefer him, Covetous Thoughts, Foolish Words, Twilight Muster Disperses. Cool. So that's this deck, and what is the point of Dwarven Quest? What quest are they on? Well, it appears that they are on... With the prompting of Palando, Thorin II leads a company of dwarves into the dragon lairs and shadow holds east of the Misty Mountains in a quest for their people. The dwarves operate with a good mix of fighting enhancement and attack avoidance. The dwarves operate with a good mix of fighting enhancement and attack avoidance. The hazards are animals and wolves. Starting company, Thorin controls Keely and Dory, Glowin controls Owen. Thorin and Owen have the cram rations. Its resources. This deck is loaded with items giving a strong tactical advantages in play. Corruption is a natural danger when playing a large number of items, so take time to play both fellowships. That's a card here I assume helps with corruption rolls, removing it. If the deck is using one large company, resources that allow multiple marshalling point sources to be played in one turn are needed for speed. Deck can fight creatures for marshalling points or cancel the overwhelming threats. After the first few risky turns, the Dwarven Company should be in a comfortable position when attacked. Okay. Hazards attempt to swarm an opponent with a high frequency of play creatures. Do not underestimate the role of Neeker Breakers. The greatest threats are the spiders and the Watcher in the Water, enhanced with Full of Froth, Enrage, and Wake of War. The hazards also have a roadblock sub-theme that fills out its blind spots in the dark areas against ring-wraith opponents. Huh. That is something about this game, that as they introduced more play styles, more themes, rather than just having a wizard take your company around, you can do ring-wraiths, you can do fallen wizards, you can do the Balrog himself. But that means that you need to have different ways of attacking now, that a set of creatures, a hazard that might be dangerous to a ring-wraith, might not be a problem against a fellowship company. I think there's some people from Gondor, for example, that they'll attack ring-wraiths, but they'll only tap and they'll never wound hero companies. So anyway, that's that. That's beyond the scope of this video, but this is Challenge Deck C, Challenge Deck C, Dwarven Quest, led by Palando, and I am the tongue-tied CCG collector. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.